So let's talk about something we can all relate to, having a really, really bad day. Today, we're going to dig into how a very specific kind of honesty, being unabashedly honest with yourself, is actually your secret weapon for building mental resilience and bouncing back from pretty much anything.
Okay, first things first, let's define our keyword here, unabashed. What does it even mean? Well, it's about being totally open with how you feel or what you think without feeling embarrassed or ashamed about it. Just putting it out there. This idea is going to be the foundation for everything else we talk about.
You know the feeling, right? You spill your coffee, you miss your train, you get a snippy email, and suddenly it's not just a few bad things. It feels like the entire universe has conspired to ruin your day. Yeah, we've all been there. And that's exactly where this whole conversation really starts. So what's going on in our heads when that happens? It's not just bad luck. There's a pattern to it, something we're going to call the bad day spiral. It almost always starts with just one little thing. But here's the thing. The problem isn't the event itself. It's what our brain does next. We take that one negative feeling and we basically splash it over everything. We generalize it and we end up carrying that dark cloud with us into the next room, the next conversation, the next task. And you can actually map it out. Step 1, something goes wrong. Simple enough. But then, step 2, we decide the entire day is officially a write-off. Step 3, we start acting like it. Our tone gets sharp, our posture sinks, we just radiate this negative vibe. And by step 4, we've basically created a self-fulfilling prophecy. We expect disaster, so disaster feels like it's just around the corner.
But why? Why do our brains do this so easily? Well, it boils down to a really common mental mistake, a little something we'll call the movie plot fallacy. You see, we love stories, and deep down, we tend to think of our own lives like a movie with a clear plot. We imagine the universe is the director, and it's already decided if today is going to be a good day movie or a bad day movie. It feels like it has to be one or the other, with no room for anything in between. And here's where it gets really clear. The fallacy is this belief that everything's connected, that the universe is plotting against you, that the rude person in traffic is somehow on the same team as your annoying coworker. But the reality? It's just random. Bad events are usually just coincidences. That driver has no idea who your boss is. They're just separate, unrelated blips on the radar. Okay, so if we can see the trap, how do we actually avoid falling into it? Well, it takes a deliberate change in perspective. It requires what we're calling the resilience mind shift. This is the big unlock right here. You have to let go of that all or nothing thinking. Just because you had a terrible morning doesn't mean your afternoon is doomed. The absolute key is taking back control and realizing that you can still create good moments, good hours, even on a day that started out rough.
So how do you do this, like, for real? Well, first, treat every new moment like a clean slate. Your next meeting has nothing to do with that argument you had an hour ago. Second, you have to consciously drop that heavy feeling. Don't carry the weight of the last bad thing into the next moment. Third, just look at your track record. You have survived 100% of your worst days. And maybe most importantly, know that this is a skill. It's like a muscle. It takes practice.
And this is where it all connects, where we come full circle. This little mental trick isn't just a hack. It's actually a deep act of being honest with yourself. It's what we'll call the sunlight of honesty. Just think about it for a second. When you're stuck in that bad day spiral, you're basically an actor. You're playing the part of the person having a miserable day. Being truly honest means dropping the act. It means taking off the mask and just admitting the truth. Yeah, that part sucked, but I am not that feeling. I get to decide how I walk into this next moment. And that leads us to the single biggest idea of this whole explainer. And it's captured perfectly in this one line. Confidence grows best in the sunlight of honesty. See, real lasting confidence isn't about pretending bad things don't happen. It's about being unabashedly honest about them, without letting them define your whole identity. When you stop performing, when you let your real self handle the situation, the good, the bad, and the ugly, your confidence doesn't just hang on. It actually grows. It thrives in that sunlight. So I'll just leave you with this question to chew on. Think about it. What's a belief you used to hold on to, about yourself, about other people, about anything, that just totally flipped upside down once you finally let yourself see it in a new light?